Hello, hello everyone. Happy Friday. It is August 18th, 2023, and I am a few minutes early. So when you join, go ahead and give me a comment. Let me know that you're here. We're going to just wait a few minutes and let people hop on to get their notification that I'm going live. And everybody find where I'm at. Go ahead and let me know if you are here, that you can see me and hear me. Just give me a shout out. Let me know if it's your first time watching or if you are one of my loyal viewers. Go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're at. It has been a crazy week. So I am officially back at school, and I am a 5th grade teacher by day. And this is my 28th year of teaching in public school. I've been teaching 5th grade for about, 18 years? Something like that. 17, 18, I can't remember. So, first day with students was yesterday. And then we finished up the week today. And I'm tired. I am tired. I spent Monday through Wednesday going to meetings and getting the classroom ready. I had actually gone in 2 days during summer break to get the room ready and organize and clean. And so I'm exhausted. All right, tonight we're going to play with Inked and Tiled. This is a Cling stamp set, Cling, which means that it is red rubber, okay? And I am going to be using the items in the Inked Botanical Suite. So if you have the current annual catalog, this is the thicker catalog. This is the cover. This is what it looks like, okay? And on page 94 and 95, you're going to see the suite. And so this suite comes with a pack of paper. It's a 6x6 pack of paper, a spool of ribbon, a stamp set, and if you look down here at the very bottom, it does have punches that they are using. You can see the punches in the picture over here. And then you'll see some cards that are using the punches. All right. Now, usually, if we turn the page, nope, I guess they didn't do it here. So it's just on here. So we've got a couple examples, and then sometimes in the very back, when there's a bundle, they'll show you one more sample. So let me show you where that is. I always like to refer to things in the catalog so you know where to find them. So in the very back, you're going to start to see all the bundles. And so the bundle that we're using is, I'm looking for it. Did I skip it? Let's see, where did it go? It would be with the punches. Oh, these are all the bundles with dies. That's why. Let's find the punch bundles. Are they in a different, there they are. Here it is right here. Okay, so here's another sample. And you can see the punches there also. Okay, so we have bundles that have punches and we have bundles that have dies. This is a bundle with a punch. Now, why am I using the word bundle? When we bundle things, it saves you 10%. You can always buy the stamp set by itself. You can buy the punches separately by themselves. If you were going to get both, then you would want to use the bundle item code right down here instead of the individual item number for the stamp set and the individual item number for the punches. So if you use this item number and got both at the same time, it saves you 10%. That's what this 10% means. You're saving 10% by buying them together. Okay? Now, if you loved everything in the suite, let's say you want to get the paper, you want the ribbon, and the bundle, you could use this item number and just get the whole suite, which is $80.75. Okay? It's not discounted, but you are getting the bundle at a 10% discount still. Okay? And that fine, tiny little print. All right. If you're watching me live, go ahead and give me a comment. Let me know that you're here. I would love to interact with you. Now, I am going to do a technique tonight, and I want to show you, I'm going to be using our sponge daubers. Okay, so on page 137, you can find different tools that we can use. And the sponge daubers, they come in a pack of 5. You get 5 of them for $5.50. And there's the item code right there if you are interested in purchasing those. They're a great little tool. And then I just wanted to talk about colors, ink colors. Now, all of our inks, this is what makes Stampin' Up! Stand out from other crafting companies, is that we have what's called color coordination. So my paper, my ribbon, my embellishments, my inks, they're all the same colors, okay? I don't have to worry if my reds aren't exactly the same red or whatever color you're using. Tonight I'm going to be using Lost Lagoon. I'm also going to be using some Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, all right? These are part of the Subtle collection. Now I want to just explain, you can buy cardstock in all of these colors. You can buy the stamp pad in all the colors. You can get your stamp pad refills in all of the colors. And then in this particular color family, you can get the stamping blends. They come in a combo pack, so you get 2, a light and a dark. You can get them in all the colors. You'll notice that the stamping blends are not available in every color. That's why there's blanks on some of these. So we have our in colors. These are our new ones, and these were the ones from last year. We have our brights. We have our neutrals. We have our regals, and then our subtles. And then there are basics, okay? And the basics are available in cardstock on some of these. We have a Stampin' Right marker in black, and we have stamping blends in some of these. But as you see, it's not available in everything, okay? All right, I just wanted to kind of explain how the color families work. You can buy individual ink pads, or you can buy the whole family. And when you do that, you save 10%. I believe that's on this page. So you can get the cardstock, you can just buy the whole family and you get a little bit, okay? Or you can get all the stamp pads in a color family, and that will save you 10%. You can get all the ink refills in a color family, and that will save you 10%. All right, I just wanted to point that out to you. By the way, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator, and I would love to get a catalog in your hand. We have a holiday mini catalog that is going to go live in September. I believe it's September 2nd. I'm just looking here real quick. Oh no, September 6th. So this goes live September 6th. Demonstrators can order from it right now. Customers can order from it December 6th. I would love to get both of these catalogs in your hand. All right, now we're going to do a fun fold tonight. So when you take a piece of cardstock, and our cardstock is 8.5 by 11. I'm just pulling one piece that I haven't already cut. Okay. What I do is I cut it in half. All right. I don't want to do it vertical. I want to do it horizontal, or what we would call landscape view, I guess. All right. You're going to cut it in half. Now, how do you figure out what's half? Well, 11, when you take 11 and you cut it in half, it's 5.5. All right. So you would use your paper trimmer and you would put it on 5.5, and then this is the scoring blade. We would move that away, and you would use the cutting blade, and you would get 2 of these. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how I do this. So you can make 2 cards using this, or you can use some of this to go with your part of your card that you're going to need. Now we're going to turn it the other way, horizontal, and we're going to score it. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So there's 4 and then there's 1/4. Okay, now I'm going to move my cutting blade back up. Don't want to cut, so I'm moving it up. Notice how I'm holding this open so I don't cut. And then I'm going to use my scoring blade and score. You don't have to press really hard. And then it's easy to fold. You've got a nice fold. I like to use my bone folder to make a nice burnished edge. And that makes my card lay flat. Okay, as you can see, it's not like this. All right, so I haven't burnished this one yet. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and open it back up again. Take my paper trimmer again, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put, it doesn't matter which side, just put one side in, and we're going to go to the 2, and we're going to cut off 2 inches. Okay? Now you can use this on another piece, another card, so don't throw it away. Put it in your scrap pile. All right? So now that's our card base. Okay? All right, I'm going to be making a couple of these, it looks like, so I'm going to save that other one. Now, you need another piece that we're going to use, and let me measure this for you. I have, my grid paper has rulers on it, as you can see, so I'm just going to measure this on the bottom here. This is 5 1/2. I'm going to write this down for you because I know sometimes you're trying to write all these dimensions down. Okay, so we have 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. Okay? And then I'm going to score it. I'm going to score it on the long side. You guys see me? Am I in the view? You're going to score it at 4. Score on long side at 4. Okay? So that's our one of our pieces that we're going to use. We're going to need a piece of white. All right, and so this piece is 3, I'm going to say white cardstock, is 3 by 3 3/4. Okay. Then we're going to need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. Okay, I'm using the Inked Botanicals paper. All right, and so you want to pick 2 different designs. We're going to go with 5, so I'm going to put DSP. I'm going to put 5 1/8 by 2. All right, and then this one, I don't know if it's exactly the same. It's 5 1/4 by 2. Okay. Now I'm not seeing any comments. If you guys are here with me on the live, hop on and say hello. But then we're going to need our white piece that's going to be the inside where we write. And we need 5 1/4 by 4. Okay? All right. So those are all of our pieces except for the card base. The card base is I'll put base is 6.5 by 5.5. And when you put it back on the long side, you're scoring it at 4.25. Score at 4.25. I know that's small, so I'm just going to hold it up. Whoop. I'm going to hold this up and let you take a picture of those dimensions if you need to. Okay, you can just take a little screenshot if you need to do that. I'm going to hold it up for a few seconds. Or if you're watching the replay, then you can just stop the video and write it down. Okay? Okay, let's get started. So this fun fold is a little different. Normally I've done them like this, but we're actually going to do it this way. A little different. Oh, hi, Peggy. I was trying to get here. It feels like I haven't been here for 2 weeks. Can't remember. School has been good. I'm tired though. It always takes me a little while to get back in the groove, to get my body cooperating. Okay. Now this piece, we've already scored everything. We're going to take this piece and we're going to be gluing it like this, okay? Now you can use whatever adhesive you like. I suggest you use liquid glue because you get a little bit of wiggle room so that you can get it just right. So that's what we're gonna do, all right? So I'm gonna put some glue on that piece. And I don't need a lot over here on this side, just a little bit. We're going to have more on this side. So about there. Okay, there's no real magic to it. I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want to put it. I'm going to press that down. Okay. Now, this piece is going to go over it, but I'm not going to glue this in yet, okay? So I'm just going to set this aside. Actually, I'm not. I take that back. So remember I had my 2 DSPs? Okay, one is going to go on the top of this piece. One, when I lift this up, is going to go here, like this, okay? So I'm going to open this up like that, and I am going to put this piece on. And I think I'll just stick with liquid glue so that, since I have it out, I'm barely squeezing my bottle. You don't want a ton of glue that oozes out on the sides. So just make sure that you have an even amount of cardstock all the way around your paper, your designer series paper. I'm just pressing that down, making sure there's no air bubbles. Okay. All right, now it's going to go like that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to glue this piece on here. And you saw me turn it over. When you cut paper, sometimes you can see what was the underside of the paper. It just depends on, I don't know, it just looks different than this side once you've cut it. It might be hard on the camera for you to see it, but I can see it. So I want the cleaner side to show in my card. All right. So we're going to glue this. Now remember, this was the one that was a little bit bigger. It's an 1/8 on this side. It's a little less white showing around versus the Lost Lagoon cardstock. All right. And this is going to go here like this. Like that. Let me see how that works. Okay. I'm not going to glue it in yet because I'm going to decide if I want to put a little bit of stamping here. When you put this on, I don't really want the white in the middle to show, so that's why this is so wide. If you wanted more space to write, you could make this smaller and you make this piece bigger, and then you would have a little more white. It's totally up to you. You can also put another piece of white here if you want to give yourself more room for writing. And I might do that. So if you wanted to add another panel of white paper here, which I think I might do, and that gives you a little bit more space to do your writing, okay? Because I like to have enough space. I tend to write a lot in my cards. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Now we're going to do the technique part. So this piece is going to go here. And this is where I'm going to do my stamping and my technique with the sponge daubers, okay? All right, so we're going to set that aside. Now, I am going to use the flower. It's funny because I wasn't going to order the stamp set. I have a lot of flower stamp sets, you guys. But it is really, really, really beautiful. It doesn't say it's distinctive, but the way that this stamps, it's got little parts of white on it. And when it does that, it just makes it look, it's a neat look on your paper. I like it. So I don't know what you would call it, but it's a neat feature. Now, I'm getting a little distracted because I'm watching my laptop and it seems like it keeps losing signal. So I hope that you guys can see me. If you could give me a comment and let me know that you're still able to see me. I can see that it's live. I just want to make sure that everyone can still see me. Okay, so remember I said sponge daubers. You can get 5 in a pack for $5.50. I just recycled a container and I throw all my daubers in there. You can decide how you want to sort them. But as you can see, they get stained when you use them. I try and use 1 sponge dauber per color. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for letting me know that the signal is still good. Thank you. Hi, Sherry. So I try and use like 1 for all of the hot pinks and maybe 1 for all the reds, 1 for a blue, that type of deal, okay? So we're going to be using those 3 colors I mentioned at the beginning. See how this is all one stamp? It's hard to get multiple colors on here with ink pads without contaminating your ink pad and getting other color on it. Okay, so that's why we're going to use sponge daubers. All right, so let me see. I'm going to pull this one out for the green. That one doesn't look like it's been used. That one might work. I'll use that one. Okay. Okie dokie. So, they fit on your finger. You want to make sure there's no kitty hair on them. All right, and then we're just going to dab it in our ink pad. And then you're going to apply the color where you want it. Don't worry that you're getting ink in other places. It's going to be on the raised part of your stamp. Now, what's really fun about this is we can add multiple colors. We can layer colors, which I'm going to do with the flower. I'm going to just do one color for the stems and the leaves, but we're going to do multiple colors on our flower. So I'm going to layer my color. I'm going to start with the lighter color, the petal pink. Okay. I'm just going to add that on. It's kind of hard to see because it's such a light color, but you'll tell that it's wet, or it looks a little darker than it did. I'm just want to make sure I've got everything covered really good, that I'm getting color on there. All right. Then we're going to go in with some darker color. And I'm just going to add it like at the bottom of the flower. All right. Now, every time you do this, it's going to look a little different. Now, I'm going to use my breath. I'm going to huff on my stamp to moisten this. Okay. So I'm just going to take a couple deep breaths. I'm using my breath to moisten all of that. Oh, it looks like I got a little ink there. Okay. And then we're going to stamp it down. Don't rock it, just nice, even pressure. And there you go. All right. Can you guys see that? I would have liked a little bit more color variation on there. So this one I can see it, this one I can't see it so much. I'm going to try something, and if I ruin it, I just cut another piece of paper. We'll see. I'm going to take my sponge dauber, and I'm just going to do a little bit more on there. I don't know if I like that. What do you guys think? You could take your aqua painters, if you guys have these, and you could use it to kind of watercolor. I'm not usually very good at that, so I'm not going to do it. All right, I'm going to try it one more time and see if I like it better. So I'm going to cut another piece, and then I'll pick the one that I like the best. How's that? Okay. I need a scrap of white. Here we go. And I need 3 by 3 3/4. So let's just cut one more, and we'll see if this one comes out a little bit better. And then we'll use the one that we like the best. How's that? Okay. I do this all the time. I don't always get the best results that I want. And so sometimes I have to do it again. Not a big deal. All right, here we go. Let's get the green on. Ooh, I got a little green there on that petal. Have any of you ever done this technique before? Just curious. How many of this is new to you, and how many of you have done it before? I'm kind of curious. I think sometimes we forget about our daubers because there's all the other things that we can use. All right. Okay, go in with the lighter color. You could even go like this if you wanted to. Just be very careful that you don't get it where you've got green. Just be careful. You're taking a risk. Okay, now we're going to go in with, what do I mean by distinctive stamps? So there are some stamps that Stampin' Up! Makes that have what is it's called distinctive, meaning that it looks very realistic. This one is not a distinctive stamp set, but I could point one out to you in the catalog. It'll say distinctive on it. All right. Sherry's used blending brushes, and she hasn't purchased the daubers yet. All right, here we go. I know that sounds funny, but it really does help. Yeah, it's not. All right, so you tell me. I can see a little bit there. You tell me which one you like better. Do you like that one or that one? I think I like that one better. The right or the left? The right or the left? Tell me in the comments, the right or the left. You could also go in here with watercolor pencils. You could do that too. I'm going to go with this one. I don't see anybody commenting, but I'm going to go with this one. I'll play with the other one. I might use my watercolor pencils on it and fix it up. Okay, now I told you I was going to cut another piece of white for this. Hi, Linda. So let me just measure this again because my memory is shot. It's 2 1/4. 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I can't think. 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. So let me cut a piece that is 2 by 5 1/4, and that way I've got a little more room for my writing. Okay. So it goes this way. This is going to go here. We'll put a little piece of white here for more writing. This piece, I'm going to fold that. It's going to go here like this. But I need a sentiment, and I'm also going to add a ribbon on here. I'm going to tie a ribbon around this. Let's do a little bit of stamping. I don't think I'm going to stamp here, but I'm going to put a little stamp right here in the corner. There's a big old leaf stamp here. Then there's a small flower. I think I'm just going to put some leaves. I know it's huge. Trust me. Trust me. I'm just going to put part of the leaf. You don't have to ink up the whole stamp. You could just ink up part of it, which I do a lot. Okay, so see how I just did those 3 leaves right there? I don't even think I'm going to do all of that. Just like that. This is a really easy, fun fold, and it's just something different. It opens up differently. So it's just, I always like to try something new. I get tired of doing the same old thing over and over again, right? Okay. I really like this paper. I love the color combination. I really like it. Now, I did have a few scraps. You know, you could put a little scrap here if you wanted to. You could put a scrap down here if you wanted to. You do that. You could put a scrap this way. You could use up those scraps however way you want. Let's do one like this. What do you think? Or should I put it up here? Which way do you like it? Do you like it on the top like that? Or do you want a little piece right here on the side? Top or side? You tell me what you think. I kind of feel like it goes better this way since the paper's going this way. Yeah, I agree. All right, so let me trim that. I can't remember what it was. You guys, I told you, I am like wasted because of school. It was 5 1/4. I'm just tired. Tired. Last night I laid in bed and my brain would not shut off. Plus, I have the joys of menopause. And so, you know, I wake up around 1 o'clock and I'm sweating. That's always fun. But I'm like, okay, what else do I need to do? I'm just couldn't shut my brain off. I don't see my tweezers close by, so we're just gonna lift that up. I want a little bit of white to show. Oh, that was a little bit too long right there. Oh well. That's cute. We use that little scrap. Now, we're gonna fold that. We're gonna fold this. I need a sentiment on here. So I think we've got just a note or hello friend. I'm gonna say hello friend. No, wait a minute. I'm gonna say just a note and then I'll put hello friend in here. You could do that. Let's do that. And I think I want to use black so it'll pop. If you guys could see my work table right now, you would gasp. You would gasp. You would not believe my crafting table right now. I don't know, maybe you would. I'm not sure, but it's pretty messy. I am not a clean, tidy crafter. I'm a tidy, organized person, but when I'm crafting, my workspace is not usually clean and tidy. This is a fun card, isn't it? It's not hard either. It's super easy. It's just something different. All right, now I was going to put a ribbon. There it is. I was like, where did the ribbon go? This is the ribbon that's in this suite. I have yet to use it. It's Lost Lagoon. I don't know if you can see, like, I'm going to hold that up. Oh, you can't see it. Let's get back in the camera. There you go. Oh, not in the camera. There I am. It's kind of like got some texture to it, and there's like white in there. You guys see that at all? Sorry. So, I was thinking of doing a wraparound. I just don't want to cover up my flower. So let me look at this. I don't know if it's going to work. I kind of feel like my flower should have been lower and I should have had less, but I wanted the leaves to show. Let's see. I'm not going to cut anything yet. I need a little more slack. Yeah, it's kind of like a tweed fabric, Linda. You're right. It's got white in it. It's kind of nice. It's a little different. It's really easy to work with as I struggle. It's an easy ribbon to make bows with. It's not, there's some ribbon that's just too thick, not pliable. This is a nice ribbon. Looks a little rustic. I don't know if I like it with this card like this in this place, because let me move it down a little bit. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Where did my scissors go? I'm telling you, it's like a tornado came into my craft room. Okay, there's some scissors. Ooh. I need to fix that. That side did not cut the way I want it to. There we go. And then we have these really cool gems that are not part of the suite, but they're in the embellishments. And check out these colors. Isn't that pretty? They're like faceted rhinestones. They come in, does it tell me? No, it doesn't. But I think it's Calypso Coral and like an opalescent, and then I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like Lost Lagoon, but it kind of could be bluish too. Hi, Mary Ellen. All right, I need my U-Pick tool so I can put some of these gorgeous gems on here. What color should we pick? Do you want to pick? These are too big. Do I have some more little ones? Let's see. I have another pack. All right, I have a couple. So I can do this color with the little ones. I can do this color, or I can do this color. Which one do you guys like? Which one do you want me to do? Let me know. I will let you choose. I kind of want this more that way. Tell me in the comments which embellishment color do you want me to do. There we go. Calypso Coral, bluish green, whatever it is, and or opalescent. Tell me which one. Which one shall we do? Nobody's commenting. What do you guys want? Which one should I do? Is it too hard to decide? These will definitely pop. There's a lot of green on here, so maybe we shouldn't do the green. These are neutral and will pick up any of the color. Linda says the opal. I'm kind of leaning towards opal myself. All right, let's do some opal. And I think there's only 2 sizes on these. Peggy says opal is good. Whenever I put my embellishments on, I like to do a triangle. You see how I have a triangle right there, like 3 points. So, all right, let's open it up. So that's our new fun fold. I don't have a name for it. You guys can help me name it. Opens up. There you go. You could put something here if you wanted to, but you don't have to. I think it's super pretty. I like it. It's a lot of fun. That's our card. Super easy. Glue dots under the ribbon would keep it from sliding. I agree. So I was looking at my little paper pumpkin dots. These would be super helpful, and I could put those under here to keep it in place. And then it won't buckle or ripple. I guess that's a better word. So I like to lift these off because they're so tiny with my U-Pick tool and put them underneath. You just have to get the backing off without taking the glue dot off and put it down. So we'll put a couple of those on. I'm glad you like it, Peggy. It's really easy to do and it's fun. It's something different. I have another card that I used this suite. We actually did this card in my last class. I'll show that to you after I get this laying down, because it'll look more finished and professional. Okay. Love the U-Pick tool, you guys. You know I use it all the time. I might try and retie that bow, but we'll see. Oops. Where'd it go? Where's the... I think I have 2 on there. There we go. That looks way better. Way better. All right, so the other card I did in a class, this was the other one. And I used the deckled dies. And I used the big leaf, but I stamped it in full strength on the stamp for the stems. And then when I used the leaf, I stamped off to make it the lighter color. And then this is my inside. I didn't put it down yet. So there's that. Super fun. Thanks for joining. And this is done in Very Vanilla, and this is done with white. So I have the little bit of white, even though the background is like vanilla, I think it pops, and I like that. It gives it that crispness. So I hope you give this fun fold a try. It's super easy, you guys, super fun. It doesn't use a lot of paper. It's not complicated. Alrighty. I am so glad that you joined me tonight. If you haven't already, would you give this video a heart? Give it some love or a thumbs up. I would really appreciate you sharing the video. Excuse me, if you haven't done that already. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Excuse me, you can post it on your page or whatever you would like to do. Share it with some friends. That would be wonderful. I have my pre-order. I am trying not to show that stuff to you quite yet because I want to I wanted to show off annual catalog things because I know a lot of you can't order from the holiday catalog yet. But the holiday catalog goes live September 6th for customers. I can't show you the inside yet, but on the 6th, I'm going to do a walkthrough on the catalog, explaining some things, pointing some things out, and I will also show you my pre-order items so that you can actually see them up close, okay? So please join me for that, September 6th. I have to see what day of the week that is. I don't know. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to give you a catalog, get one in your hands. You can message me and I will ship that to you. All I ask is that you place an order within 1 year with me, and then you don't have to pay for the catalog. Okay? Alrighty, guys, I am going to let you go. Thanks for joining me. Happy weekend, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and rest and relax. Do something you love, and I will see you next week. All right, everyone. Bye-bye.